The Planet Man. This is the fascinating story of Dantro, the Planet Man, troubleshooter for the League of Planets organization, the law enforcement body for peace and justice in the celestial world, whose headquarters and center of operations are situated on the capital of all the planets, Planaria Rex. From Mercury to Pluto, wherever danger threatens the universe, you will find Dantro, the Planet Man, fighting for fair play. In a moment, the Planet Man. Dantro, the Planet Man, and Slats, captives of a robot-ruled planet, have escaped from their captors. Dantro is contacted by T-21, a robot who is planning revolt. Slats is with Mira, about to attempt to steal a robot jet from one of the great mechanized factories.
How far from the plant are we?
It's about 200 yards ahead, around that bend in the tunnel.
Do you think we can get away with it?
Well, why ask me? It's your idea. I told you I thought we had to stay here where we're safe.
How can you think of safety when Dantro may be out in the city somewhere, maybe in a worse spot than we are? The sooner we get that jet in the air, the quicker I'll be able to look around for him. We wouldn't have a chance on the ground.
All right, but remember what I told you. If we make it to one of the completed jets, our trouble only begins. They're set to explode if their robot controls are tampered with.
Let's worry about that bridge when we come to it. Lead the way.
Any word about Slats or Mira, T-21?
They're together.
Have you any idea where they are?
They're in a specific sector of the city. But I have all the robots under my control on the lookout for them. Sooner or later, I'll get word. Meanwhile, we at least know they're alive. Now we had better keep working on our plan.
How long do we have?
A few days at the most.
A few days to plan the overthrow of the whole civilization?
Not the whole civilization. We must destroy the key robots that control the others.
How many are there?
13.
Only 13? But then do you need an army and an air force to destroy 13 robots? Wouldn't it be better to try to penetrate their defenses by undercover moves?
It cannot be done that way. The master robots that run this planet are guarded night and day by devices that cannot be fooled. They must be destroyed. And to reach them, the guards must be eliminated.
I guess you know best. But why so little time?
For years, I have been planning this. Little by little, I've expanded my control, built my forces. Today, I took the final step. And within 24 to 48 hours, my forces will be too big to conceal any longer. Before that happens, we must strike. The master robots must not be forewarned.
What you tell me, surprise is vital, all right. What's all that chattering about?
It's my contact checking in.
Tell me now, T-21, how do I fit into all of this?
As I told you before, you must be the combat leader. Your brain can make the split-second decisions no robot is capable of.
Yes, but some of them may be wrong. A robot would take longer, but be more accurate. You told me that yourself.
In a battle, a wrong decision, carried out efficiently, can sometimes succeed by its very speed. Besides, the robots will think logically. You may not. That will confuse them more.
There's nothing for me to do then until the battle begins.
Yes, there is. You must be joined with me.
Joined with you? What do you mean?
Your brain must be linked to my control so that we can function as a unit. You will make the decisions. I will see that they are carried out by my robots instantly.
Wait a minute. You didn't tell me this before.
Until I was sure you would agree. I could not.
Why, I'm not so sure I will agree. You better tell me just what's involved. What do you mean my brain joined with yours?
It is a simple operation. My medical robots can perform it in a matter of an hour or so. Sensitive wires are spliced to key nerve and control centers of your brain. And then, through an amplifier, to the master controls in my system.
Operation? You mean you want to operate on my brain?
I assure you it will not hurt you in any way. It must be done. Otherwise, you will not be able to compete with the master robots, who will be controlling the enemy forces.
Your operation will, in effect, make me a robot.
Only temporarily.
It means I will be completely at your mercy.
On the contrary, it will be the other way around.
What do you mean by that?
You will be in control of me. All my memory banks, my entire abilities will be at your command. You will be the master, I the servant.
And when the battle is over?
The same medical robot will restore you to your former condition. There will be no ill effects at all.
And if we lose? If the rolling robots defeat us?
Then it will not matter. If that should happen, we would both be done for. All right. You must decide. Every minute counts from now on.
T-21 has put quite a scheme before Dantro. Will Dantro agree to become a robot in this proposed move to overthrow the opposing robot faction? We'll be back in a moment, so level off. When we left Dantro and T-21, they were discussing the proposed plan to take control of the robot planet. In the meantime, Slats, who has also escaped from the evil robots, and now accompanied by Mira, is in a tunnel making his way toward a jet factory with the thought of stealing aboard one of the ships and gaining a way of contacting Dantro.
How much farther?
Here, around this bend. See for yourself, but be careful.
Okay, let me by.
Careful.
Yeah. Great blazing nebula, look at that.
Why, what's wrong?
Nothing wrong, but that factory, it's incredible.
It's just the usual robot jet plant. There's several like it here in the city.
How many jets a day does it turn out?
Well, I think my brother said about 200.
200 a day. How long have they been operating?
A long time. Why?
What have they done with the jets they've already made?
Stored them, waiting for the day their conquest of the galaxy
They
started.
must have millions of them. We got to stop them somehow. Maybe they won't miss the one we swipe.
Oh, stop fooling yourself. They'll know at once. Listen to me, Slats. I beg you for the last time to listen to reason. We haven't got a chance. We'll never get away with it, even if you succeed in gaining control over one of the robot jets.
I thought I went through all that.
Oh, won't you reconsider? You can see for yourself the size of that factory. We have to cross its full length to get to the place where the assembled robot jets are stored.
There's nothing to reconsider. I'm going ahead. You don't have to. I told you before to stay behind. You don't have to risk your neck.
Oh, you wouldn't get 10 feet without me. You'd have been nailed by those tanks right at the beginning. Well, if you won't change your mind, let's go.
What do we do? Walk right across the floor of the plant?
No, silly. Even you should know better than that. Alarms would go off in a second.
So what do we do? Fly?
Of course not. You see those conveyors that are carrying completed parts from the stamping machines right in front of us over to the assembler?
Those little flat cars?
Right. Well, when the next one comes by here, on its way to load up, we'll jump aboard.
Yeah, that's really smart. Then after they're loaded, they go right toward where we want to go, and we just ride along.
It's not that simple. There are two things you must watch.
Such as?
In the center of each car is a plate that registers load. When the car is full, it sets out automatically for the assembler. We must be sure it registers right. Now, to do that, one of us will have to trip the trigger once between the times the parts drop on so one less falls. Otherwise, the car would register an overload due to overweight.
Yeah?
Well, the second thing to watch is the electric eye scanners.
Uh-huh.
Now, don't get higher than the load, or the car will automatically stop and be more closely examined.
I got you. Let's go.
No, I'll go first. Now, let me do the work. You just do as I say. Well, here comes the car. Are you ready?
All set.
Now.
We did it. Hey, that was easy.
Now, stay down.
Okay. Hey, there's the stamping machine.
You stay right where you are. I'll take care of the load register.
You're the boss. Gosh, look at the way that machine loads those parts. Like they were nothing. They must weigh tons each. Hey, you're not going to try to get in between those things. They drop down on the car about one every 10 seconds. You have only 10 seconds to get to the trigger and out. If one of those things drops on you... Oh, brother, no, I can't let you do that.
You have to. You don't know how to trip the trigger. Don't worry, I won't get hurt.
The car's moving up for a load now.
Wow. I'll get in there just before the last cart drops. Otherwise, our weight would put the car over its load limit and would stop.
Are you sure you won't let me do it?
You'll make me lose count. 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I go.
Hurry, Mira, watch it. Look out for the rail. Mira, look out!
You must decide at once whether you will permit your friend to be joined to me. Will you do it?
The way you put it, I haven't much choice. All right. Tell your medical robot that I'm ready to go ahead. But there's one thing about Slats.
Yes.
I want you to promise me not to let him know about this until it's all over. He wouldn't understand it, and he might think you had harmed me. And if you locate him, don't bring him here.
Danto is to become a virtual robot in order to carry out the plan set by T21. Is T21 to be trusted? We'll be back in a moment, but first, here is a message the Planet Man wants you to hear. Tune in again for more transcribed thrills and adventures. Rocket millions of light years into space with Dantro, the Planet Man. The Planet